Arturo Dark Knight. He's one of our best listeners. Oh, UV.
UV? Did you just say UV?
Why is there a chicken in my parking lot?
And hello everybody, and welcome back to another RSG Wednesday night stream on this hump day, the longest running live stream in the SWGOH community. I'm your host, the most Ranger J 1999. That love sack of potatoes over there is the one and only sexy Buddha, Sir Loki.
Hey, good evening.
And we are here to discuss the latest and greatest news of Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, the mobile game. Brought to you by Capital Games. I would say the news, Loki, but there's not a lot of news. In fact, there's hardly any news. I mean, what the hell is going on, Loki? My God in heaven. Oh, boy.
We had an update today.
Yeah, we're going to discuss that update, and that should take all about 30 seconds, and then we'll just take it from there. So let's get through the mechanisms and stuff first. Welcome to the stream, guys. Hope you guys are well. Give a greeting to the chat. Whip out your pickles. Stroke your Wookiees. If you'd like to participate while we're streaming, you're more than welcome. We have Streamlabs and Stream Elements set up so you can hit funny sound bites, things of that nature. So they'll play funny little sound bites while we're playing or doing our thing, so you can interact that way. If you're watching us, doing stuff on Twitch, you can do the same thing. The same stream things will pop up, so you can interact with that. If you want to tag something or a message or anything, there's super chat set up, so you can do that as well and tag us there. If you're a sponsor on YouTube, you can get all the cool emojis and stuff that you can put in the chat. So there you go. So that's the mechanism. Make sure you hit the thumbs up, subscribe, all that good stuff. Look, I didn't even think about this. We don't even have a shout out word of the day. What could we come up with? Let's use we're smart, we're intelligent men. Shout out word of the day. What should we make it?
Nothing.
Okay. Just nothing.
Because there's nothing.
There's nothing. You know what? We're just gonna go. We'll do this the old-fashioned way. We'll just say shout out everybody. We'll start from the top and work our way down in a little bit. Just do some shout outs. We got nothing. Good Lord. Also too, I have to kill Finn. I started the stream and I'm like, why is nobody watching this? There's no viewers. There's no nothing. You know what it was? He left it unlisted. The curse of Finn is struck again, Loki. We're going to have to beat his ass. It's added to the things that we're going to have the Venom slice and dice him up for. So I was in there going, man, there's nobody watching tonight. I know there's really nothing going on in the game, but we have a lot of loyal viewers and stuff. Like, what's going on? And then I looked, I'm like, oh no, it's unlisted. It's like, Jesus Christ. Poor Finn. Doing Finn stuff. Moving. He's moved on from us, Loki. He's moved on. He's got a new life. New beautiful woman. New place. New everything. So, yeah. So anyway, just give your greeting. We'll do this the old school way. We'll just say hi to everybody here in a little bit, because really what it's going to come down to, Loki, is we got nothing really to discuss, man. I mean, good God in gravy. You know what? Let me update. Maybe there was something while I wasn't looking, Loki, but let's update the thing. Nope, same stuff as there was before. All right, Loki, you ready to cover the news?
Sure.
Okay. The news. Okay. Scheduled update for 127 2021. Hold on to your potatoes there, Loki. Here we go. From our good friend, the wonderful CG Salacious B. Crumb. Shout out to Crumb. He says, hi, Hell Table Heroes. Hi, Crumb. He says, today's update is a fairly quiet one. You think? It's pretty quiet. I felt it was quiet, Loki. I don't know about you, but it felt pretty quiet. It says, we will have some minor tech changes behind the scenes in preparations for the upcoming Galactic Challenges. The special Mandalorian music has been reverted to the classic Cantina soundtrack. So, minor tech changes to Galactic Challenges. What do you think that might entail there, Loki?
No clue. I hope they give us the loot box right away. That's pretty much the only change I want.
No, right.
I hate waiting like 2 or 3 days to do it, to do that. But
we are gluttonous beings.
Your guess is as good as mine, man.
Yeah. And the other thing too here is it says the special Mandalorian music has been reverted to the classical Canteen soundtrack. You think they just had it for a little bit and now they have to go back to the old music?
It kind of worries me a little bit. I mean, we've been thinking about new Mando content and all that, but then if they remove the music, what does that tell us? I don't know. I'm a little disappointed maybe if that means we're not getting more Mando content, or, you mentioned during the pre-stream, maybe their season 2 music that is coming, but the Mando theme is the Mando theme. It just, if you're using a jazz flute or a guitar to play it, it's the same song. And I'm curious to see what they do with it. But the music exiting has me worried just a little bit.
Yep. So that's the news. I am not making this crap up. This is all we've gotten. But I did have a conversation with Thane about, we've had, no announcements or anything like that, other than the only thing we've gotten this month has been really the Armorer. That's about it. Now, Thane was saying that typically January is a very slow month. Usually it starts picking up in February. If you look before, it was always Sith month, or, we got the new Galactic Legends going on, things of that nature. So, there's that. I mean, I guess January will be kind of the slow month, but man, they need to pick it up soon. I mean, a whole month, and the only thing we get is the Armorer. Kind of waiting to see what's going to be behind the curtain there. I think what we're going to see is, I think the new batch of characters we're going to see, because I don't think we're going to get anything season 2 related to the Mando anytime soon, Loki. I think we're getting Bad Batch next. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, Bad Batch has been out already. I'm just thinking what came out last year, right? I mean, the big Clone Wars push.
That was the beginning of the year last year. Was well.
Yeah, they haven't done anything with that yet.
No, season 7, Clone Wars, Bad Batch, all that good stuff.
Yeah. I want more Mando content. I mean, to end on the armor and not bring out anything for Moff Gideon is kind of, it's kind of a letdown, I guess.
The other thing that's kind of floating in the air, there's been some other streamers have talked about Galactic Conquest. We haven't really, we've heard the rumors, but my kind of stance on rumors. I mean, until we actually get an official update, it's all conjecture. It could happen. Sometimes the rumors are correct and sometimes they're not, so do we think we're going to get that game mode anytime soon, Loki?
It's all. I think it's coming. I mean, it's so usually with these data leaks. I think we saw the first data leak maybe a couple months ago,
right?
But they're still in the game, and it seems like there's new data leaks in it. So yeah, I think something's definitely coming. It's coming sooner than later. They got fiscal year to worry about, and there has to be something in the game soon that's coming. I'm estimating February-ish.
I think February's going to be starting. So what do we think? Mid-February on, they're going to start dropping a bunch of stuff. I was thinking they were going to start dropping new characters beginning of the month, and then by mid-month February going into March, that's when we're going to get the new Galactic Conquest thing, something along those lines. I mean, that's the kind of timeline just from experience, I mean, God, we've been doing this for almost 5 years. It's kind of like their imprint of how they do stuff. So we could see that. I mean, the Galactic Conquest fascinates me because if it's anything like some of the other kind of game modes that are like that, it should be kind of
Yeah.
cool. I'm very excited for it. So we'll see what happens. I mean,
I mean, we can. I mean, if if the viewers want to speculate a little bit, apparently the February login character is Sabine Wren. So
there you go.
Hopefully Mando content doesn't go away, but they do have a Mandalorian as the login character. Yeah, it's it'll be an interesting February.
Yeah, I mean, if it is Sabine Wren, I mean, sometimes the character of the month kind of hints at stuff, and then sometimes it doesn't. So it could mean we're getting more Mando content, which I'm all for. I mean, give me my virtual Katie Sackhouse any day of the week. I love me some Bo-Katan and her homies. I would be just over the moon if that was to happen, or new Ahsoka, or just, I mean, good lord, there's so many good new Boba Fett, new Fenric. I mean, it would be, or Fenric. That would be fantastic. So let's see what the skewers think. If you have questions, go ahead and pop those in the chat. The way it works in RSG is we have a format. We use Nightbot. So if you have a question you want to pose to us, put your question into the chat. Make sure you put the word question for your actual question statement, because that's how we are able to filter. So if you want us to be able to see your actual questions, because there's so many people viewing, this is the way. So if you don't do it that way, then I'm sorry, we're not going to see it. There were just too many good comments, stuff like that. So let's see what the skewers have to say and ask. We'll make this a Q&A session. And the good news is, right after we get done with this will be a shortened version of the Wednesday night stream. Loki, what's going on after the stream?
Oh, I plan to do my GAC.
That's right.
Continue what started on what was it, Sunday night when I just went on, but
yeah, I'll be
I
hanging
gotta
out
film
with
it,
Loki.
so
We'll go over on Twitch. We'll let Loki do his GAC, and then we'll take it from there. And then tomorrow we'll do my GAC, knock out Grande's GAC, and then Friday we'll have another lunch stream. Now both those will be on Twitch. Fridays will be on YouTube, the lunch stream, and then Saturday we'll have the Jedi Academy like we always do, and then we'll get into our GAC action afterwards because there's no D&D that night. Finn's going to be gone for the next 2 weeks, so no D&D. D&D Beyond. Okie dokie. You know what? Let's say hi to everybody, Loki. We're not going to do we don't have really any news, so we really don't have like a shout out word of the day. Let's just shout out everybody as we see them. We got Yuta, who says pew 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 to you. Ice House says, what's up, everybody? What's going on? Sword of the Jedi says, hi, everyone. Sword, where have you been, buddy? Good to see you back here, brother. I haven't seen Sword in forever. Sword of the Jedi. Angel Jetberg here says, yo, 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 RSG, what up, player? Uh-oh. Loki, Meow Meow's in the chat. We're in big trouble.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, she says, me wow, only Loki and that guy Ranger? Mm-hmm. And then she says, we got the February login character, ... 3 dots. 3 dots from Meow Meow. The lovely Moscanat is here. She says, hello, you could tag for this. Well, yes, you can. And I just didn't know it was unlisted. Let's see here. Psychodrome says, nada, as in a reference to our nothing statement. TJ Tornjack says, what's up? Regional Manager Vader says, no dice. And another way of saying nothing. Fatality V2 says, hey. Fatality. Ice House Swugga says, Bo-Katan Legendary Inbound Armor is the money character to chase. Word, homie. Let's see here. Tim Van Ness says, what's in the box? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Let's see here. Who else would we say? Yuta says Finn doesn't love us no more. There's a lot of that going on in the chat. He does, guys. Stop. He's moving, all kinds of stuff. Obi John 72 says, I knew it was on at 1 p.m., so I went looking, and God bless America, Loki, he found us. Even though that stupid Finn left it unlisted, and I had to pull crap out of my butt to get it public right as we were starting. I apologize on behalf of the skewers and for Finn. Let's see here. Yes, Meow Meow, I am still talking to Thane. Meow meow. Friday we should get State of the Meow. Jesus Christ, meow meow. Jay is in the house. Is what's going on? Darth Revens 1023 says more dat mind stuff. Hell yeah. So we got the lovely Maz. Hey Maz. Who else have we got in here? Nathan H is here. Says hello there, skewers. Don't let anyone conquer your pickles. There's none of that here. Night Sampler says soon, most likely. They mostly release information on Fridays, Loki. Mostly. All right. Shadowville, our H-Town representation of the Skewer Nation, says my GAC, your GAC. Why don't we all play with our GACs? I added all that extra at the end there. Finn says Finn is awful. Well, I'm glad we can see everything. It's just, just awful. Nice Sampler's like, oh, hi, Finn. Oh, Hans Briggs, what's going on, buddy? Hey, what's going on? Hey, you see there, Hans Briggs. All right, let's do some questions. Get your questions in, Skewers. Just going to do Q&A. I mean, we literally have not much to just nothing is going on, man. So we're gonna get to your questions because that's what we do here at RSG. All right. Well, Psycho says, question, LOL. I finally have a Wednesday night to watch live. Happy following live chat. Well, we're glad to have you here, Psycho Drums. I know, appreciate you spending some time with us, man. It's greatly appreciated. Loki's just over the moon about it.
Super excited.
There you go. Oh, God. All right, here's a question from Meow Meow there, Loke. Question, when we getting more GLs, yo? I'll still say April.
Yeah, I think after April.
Yeah, April, May, right around there, because that'd be what? Right around 6-7 months since Luke and Palps would have come out.
Yep.
Yeah, it makes sense. At
least they'll announce it, and then there's going to be some kind of cadence to it.
We've got breaking news there, Loki. I'm Ted Koppel. Hadril Jetberg says CG Crumb and Doja Fett were in the SWGOH events Discord today, and they said that the road ahead is coming out in a couple of days. Did I say Friday or did I say Friday? So we'll break that. We'll cover that when we get there. Fatality V2, Poncho from Predator. We have nothing. And when Hawkins' body found, 5 meter spread, double back, no sound. There you go. Hey, Kazakagi, Too Easy's here, says, I'm here. Yay. Yay, indeed, sir. We are glad to have you here. We're just doing a Q&A session since there's really not much going on. So, see, Obi John 72 says, question, it's time to sacrifice Ewoks to get more Mando characters. Look, how many Ewoks do you think we would have to slay and or sacrifice before we get more Mando content? I'm willing to make this. I'm willing to do it, but how many do you think would have to go?
All of them.
Oh, you're talking full genocide.
If it's going to get us more Mando content, yeah.
Oh, wow. You heard it here first. Loki is not playing around. Wow. Oof. Hadril Jubber says, Doja Fett also said that Fleet Squad loadouts are not happening. Are we surprised by this, Loki? Hell, we don't have enough ships for all the fleets. God. That's disheartening to hear.
There's no fleets. That's why.
Yeah. Stonewall says, question, how do you think CG will react to the Arnold and Hot Sauce videos since it seems it's manipulating mods outside of the game? I'm not sure what this is referencing.
There was Arnold put out a video. I mean, Hot Sauce is a developer. It's also a player, and he developed Hotbot is what it is.
Yeah,
so it's a
Hotbot, yes.
utility that
okay.
Yeah, you can log into your account without logging into the game, and you can level mods, you can move mods, you can do all that stuff.
I don't really have a problem
I don't know.
with that. I don't have a problem with that.
I don't know. You know, I mean, you're not using a it's kind of like how SWGOH gets data, right? It just uses your ally code. But then this thing actually logs in for you and does things.
But isn't that against TOS?
I don't know. I'm not a lawyer, so I really can't answer the
I
question.
really can't.
But Hotbot's been around for a long time.
Loki, I know what we'll do. I'll file a habeas corpus. We'll put the whole system on trial.
Sure.
Your Honor, on behalf of our client, I'm Lawyer Ranger. That's Lawyer Loki.
Yeah, Hotbot's a great utility, man. If you're not using it, makes everybody's life easier. I'll tell you that.
Fatality is saying it says don't use that till it's against TOS. Maybe Fatality knows. So I mean,
yeah, I don't know. I'm not a lawyer. I mean, maybe it's from a certain point of view, sure.
From a certain point of view.
Yeah. What I told you was true from a certain point of view.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
you're not wrong.
No, I don't know.
I feel like I should do that skit from Saturday Night Live. Iceman, Caveman, Lawyer. Your world scares me and frightens me. I don't know what to do, but I do know that the development of this swampland into residential areas. There you go. Fatality V2 says, question. After your advice last week, I finally pulled the plug on Relic 8 Jedi Master Luke. Now who would you go do second? I still think Kenobi or Rey, Kylo, one of those are on my list. We had a nice discussion about that, about Malevolence, man. The more I think about Malevolence, Relic 8 Grievous, just the fact that his stats would make him even more dangerous on the front lines as a character. But man, that would make his ship and those droids, I'm thinking it could make him pretty nasty.
Yeah, it should be fun.
We'll find out for sure, but I still think, I mean, I don't know, Loki. So we all agree, me and you agree, Kenobi's definitely one you want to try to get first, right? Along with Rey. Who would you go afterwards? I mean, you did Anakin, but I don't know how you still feel about Anakin. Who are you looking at as the next Galactic Legends you're going to go for? Relic 8.
Relic 8. I mean, I already have Relic 8, Rey, SLKR, and Jedi Master Luke.
Okay.
So I mean, my path was to do the pilots. I wanted Negotiator Fleet.
Mm-hmm.
So the two heavy hitters on there is obviously GK and Jedi Knight Anakin. I don't regret that. And then after that, I went Rey. What did I do after that? Rey, SLKR, Jedi Master Luke, and then I just did Jedi Knight Luke. And then I'm going to do Gas next. That's what I'm going to do. And then after that, I'll probably do Vader.
Yeah, Vader's one on my list too. Jedi
And then after that, probably a toss-up, but maybe I'm leaning GG. I'm leaning Grievous after that. Yeah, Relic 8, the counters or the tunes that you use to counter other teams. Like, there's times where you go in there with maybe the Vader counter and you just don't have enough damage. That's the guy to relegate, because now you can hopefully get that last little bit of damage on the culling blade or something like that. That's what Relic 8's going to do. It's going to make him hit a little harder, tankier, and overall stats are, mastery is going to be crazy. All the overall stats are just going to go. That's how I choose my relegates. Like, I wanted to relegate my pilots, so I have a little slight advantage on ships. And then at that point, I did Rey because I wanted her to be, difficult to kill on defense.
At Relic 8, man, she's a monster.
Yeah, and then I did SLKR for the Rancor, for the challenge Rancor, because I want the big score.
Yeah.
And then Jedi Master Luke, again, making him a little bit harder to kill, maybe a little more viable on offense, against Relic 8 Rays. I mean, it's I think he's a solid Relic 8. And then Jedi Knight Luke to hit a little bit harder for like SLKR counters for any of those non-Galactic Legend counters to Galactic Legends. Jedi Knight Luke is already proven to be very good.
Oh yeah, we've seen that with Relic 7 Luke versus Relic 7 Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. You get Luke ramped up, and you get to a pissing match between him and SLKR, man, when he's on Luke, man, god dang, he'll take him out, man. He gets so angry. I like Kylo Ren gets angry, but Luke's like, hold my beer.
Yeah, there's dudes on GG right now. You look at the highest physical damage on Luke. I think there's a guy that already got 14,000 damage.
God damn.
That's what you want. That's what you're going to get out of him. And then Gas. I mean, Gas and Jedi Knight Luke are kind of a toss-up, but I did Jedi Knight Luke first.
I think Luke's better than Gas, honestly.
And then I'm gonna do Gas next for sure.
All right. Good question. So, next one from Nathan H says, no, it updated again. This is a good one from Knights Templar. It says, question, what is going to be the next pay-to-win tune that will be required for in galactic challenges like Beskar was? Your guess is as good as ours. They could go any direction they want with that shit. I mean, I'm not a big fan of that, by the way. I'm sure you're not either. As far as I was understanding, Galactic Challenge is a fun way where everybody can be involved. But when you have to have certain characters that for the upper tier, even upper tier people that have to pay to get these certain characters, I'm not a big fan of it. But if they are going to do it again, you have any inkling of what it could be? They could make it any character, honestly. And I don't even have a good guess of what they could go with.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Yeah. Hopefully it just doesn't get out of hand.
Yeah, because it's kind of a dick move. It really is. I mean, even Krakens, you're just blatantly flashing a sign saying, pay us more to get better shit, and you kind of have to invest if you're at that level, because those boxes are like needed, right? To get those slicing mats for those, for the chance to get those mods where you need them, because we all know the mod game's where it's at. So, it's kind of a vicious cycle there that they put us into. So, hey, Dexatronic, welcome aboard, brother. Come on in, man. The water's fine. Great question, Nice Templar. Ramsey says, question, is there a priority for who to put Relic 8s on? Should I hoard for next Galactic Legends? I'm not a big fan of hoarding for the next Galactic Legends. Because you don't know what they are, what they're going to be. I always go by, my philosophy, Loki, is go with what you know. If something comes along that drastically changes your plan for farming, then maybe you readjust. But 9 times out of 10, I'm like, no, I'm staying on target. But priority for Relic 8s, we just said it, right? Kenobi, Rey, Kylo Ren, Luke. Luke! What was the other one you said? Vader, Gas.
Yeah, Vader, Gas. I just like the pilots, man. I think the crew members bring more value to the Relegate.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see here. But I would not hoard for next Galactic Legends. Just stay on target, man. Just stay on target. If they're that good and you want to change, there's not that many characters in the game that's going to be that drastically, but we'll see. Nathan A's question, how effective are the Biggs and Wedge ships at Relic 3? They're pretty effective. The Rebel team gets really good once everybody starts getting Relic. But the problem is the ship that you're not... So you get Biggs and Wedge because you're going for Luke, right? But if you've not worked on Cassian or Biston at all... Biggs is a good tank and he gets really nice and tanky. Wedge can do some good damage. They're solid ships, but they're not as... If you don't have Biston, at least, you're kind of, you're not, because the starting lineup is either Biggs or Y-Wing, Biston's, Y-Wing or Biggs, and then Biston's Ewing, and then the Falcon. For Rebels, unless you run something different, Loki, it's usually that kind of combination, right?
Yeah.
And then you got Ghosts, Cassian, G-Wing, Wedge, the other tank that you didn't put in the starting lineup, because that's how the Rebels run. But you've got, Biggs and Wedge are great for Relic 3, but if you don't have the other ships with it, it's just not going to do any good. But they're solid.
You need Biggs and Wedge for Jedi Knight Luke anyway, right?
Right. So you get those characters, but if you're going to round out your Rebel team for fleet, you got to have the other ships rocking and rolling.
Yeah, I would relic up Biggs more than Wedge, just because the tank is a tank.
Yes.
It's more useful.
I agree. Kazakage Too Easy question: when will we get a Mace and Eth Koth rework? It's not happening. Do you have any inkling whatsoever, Loki, that we're getting any kind of rework on those two characters? I definitely
not with Sabine being the login character. No, it's gonna be a while.
No.
Yeah, it's gonna be a while.
That ain't happening, man. All right. Ryan Hernandez de la Garda, aka Vormax Kids account. I already know this, and he just confirmed it for me. He says Vormax here using my kid's YouTube account. New conquest mode should have slicing high level mats and or relegate mats or new tuned ships.
Both.
Both, yeah. Give us all the loots. Give me all my monies.
Why not both?
Why do we have to pick one or the other? Why can't we have our cake and eat it too? I'm all for that. Let's have both. All right. Next question, Kazakagi. Question: when will Mob Enforcer Cup be great again? Well, it goes back to that previous question of Base and Eth Koth rework. Never. I just don't see a scenario where they go back, do anything with Mob Enforcer and or Cop to make them great. Not that they were ever great to begin with. I don't think they're going to become great at any time. Loki, do you have a dissenting opinion on that, or can we just move on?
You can move on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for the question, Kazakagi. Obi John 72 says, question, do you think Conquest will be ships only? Ooh.
Not according to the data mine.
Yeah. I mean, I would be hard pressed to see them just with all the data mine. It's all of a sudden be like, oh, surprise, ships only. Better get us some more ships. That's all I gotta say. Got a little bit more. So no, we don't think that, Obi John. Psycho Drums question. How still does content need to be for Darth Bane to finally matter? And would he be beyond building a team? Because without dynamic synergy, would there be enough characters to support him? Well, he's going to be Sith, so he'll have Sith synergies. I think if you bring in Darth Bane, you got to bring Darth Zorana and his apprentice. I mean, she continued the rule of two. If you haven't read the books, spoiler, she wins. But I think those two as a match pair, kind of like Han and Chewie. They had the rebel tag, but they got that synergy with each other. I think it would be the same thing with Darth Bane. Now, which version of Darth Bane do we get? Do we get him in the armor, the living organism armor that he got? Or is it the later version where he's just the good old evil Darth Bane? I don't know. Which version would you like, Loki?
The evil one.
Well, he's always evil, Loki.
The bad one.
He's always bad, Loki. Oh.
The really bad one.
Okay, we'll go with the later version. I mean, the armor one looks cool. I actually have a picture. So I had it from one of my books. I had a picture of him in that armor. I actually prefer the later version, older version of Bane, where he was just in his robes and stuff. He looked pretty pimp with the eye paint and stuff. You know, looked cool. Bald head, kicking that ass. Let's see here. Ray Rock. Question. I Gear 13 both Biston and SRP last weekend. Congrats. What relic level will they be effective for Mon Mothma team as well as the U-Wing? I'd say between relic 3 and 5. At least relic 3, right?
Yeah, I mean, if you don't see a lot of finalizers, then yeah. Other than that, you can go, yeah, it's you got to play by ear. The reason why you relic them up for the U-Wing is if you have a lot of finalizers around and they're killing you. Mon Mothma, I don't use them, honestly. Hate to say it.
Yeah, the team that you use is what? Mon Mothma with Kira.
For which?
No,
for
Cardoon.
3v3 or light side?
Let's say 5v5. I mean, 3v3 is its own special little brand of
like
sauce.
light side GOTB is Mon Mothma, Scout, Pow, Chupio, and Kara. That's what I use.
There you go.
But 3v3, I mean, what? Cassian K2 is good. You know, all of them are good, man.
Yeah, usually Relic 3 is kind of the marker. If you can get them to Relic 3, they work just fine there. I mean, they're still okay dokie at Relic 1, but Relic 3 is kind of the goal, right? You know, it's gives them that first big boost. It works out pretty well. Let's see. Rework says, should they be? Should they be effective for Mon Mothra 13 as well as a U-Wing? I mean, they are, even at Relic 3 if you take them up, but I think the team Loki mentioned is just a better combination. Fatality V2 question. Who would you set as a starting 3 for TW defense, Rebels? Territory War doesn't have 3.
GAC?
I assume he means JAC because there's no...
Has to be GAC, right?
Yeah, he says TW defense. Oh, starting 3 for ships. Okay, I was looking at that for a second. He says, I'm using MILF, Y-Wing, and Biggs. And then his reinforcements is Wedge, Ghost, Biston, and Cassian.
Yeah, that's fine.
You can go with that starting lineup. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean,
wait. He's using Rebel. Oh, he's got double tank.
He's going double tank. He's going the Y-Wing and Biggs. I
don't like that. You need Biston in the starting lineup.
I agree. I mean, you can run the double tank, but it's not as effective. It's not as having a good Biston in there. He gets that team going, man. It's pretty ugly if that team gets off. So having a good Biston in there instead of and you can pick depending on what you think you're going to face. Sometimes I go Y-Wing, sometimes I go Biggs as the starting tank. But either or, but yeah, have Biston in the starting lineup. Nathan H. question, what's the best way to mod SLKR? I modded him for health for tier 6. Mine is speed and lots of health protection and damage. What did you think yours is kind of the same way, Loki, or do you have something different?
No, mine's just stupid fast. That's all it is.
Let's see here. And if you want to look, Nathan H, just pull up my Star Wars Galaxy Heroes.gg and you can look at how I've got them modded. What else? 23 question. When was the last time CG was this quiet and what happened after they started talking? I think it was last year, right after Galactic Legends. They were quiet for a bit. Then we got the notice about Unity, and then we got the 3 characters. It was Mando, Kara, and Grief were the 3 characters that they announced. And then we got the big announcement for Unity. I mean, they were quiet for a couple months after Galactic Legends were released in February. It was quiet for a bit, and then all of a sudden, bam, we're doing Unity, we're upgrading, here's 3 new characters, and then right after that, Unity launched, and then we got the Jedi Luke event, which was monstrous, and then Vader, and then they just kept going from there.
Yep.
Announcing Galactic Challenges, and then, yeah. Ghost Strike, my man, says, question, hey guys, has anyone had any issues with taking on a Relicate Negotiator and ETA with Malevolence?
No, because I have my own, so but have I fought Relic 8 negotiators? Yeah, it's a pain in the ass.
It is. It can be done. I did it. I mean, Malevolence still does, but I mean, oh boy.
Yeah, it depends on their starting lineup too. Like the Jedi Knight Anakin, Ahsoka, Y-Wing, I think is the worst.
Yeah.
Lineup you can have.
Yeah. So I mean, I usually still go into the same lineup, but it's still, oh boy, it can be. You got to be on top of your game with that one because one small slip and you're kind of like, uh-oh, SPGOH. Nathan H. question, how about that vehicle mode in Death Star raid? Well, Loki, whatever happened to the old vehicle mode we heard so much about in the old Death Star raid? I guess those are the way of the dodo.
Well, the main problem was those weren't in a data mine, right?
No, they were not.
Quest mode is in a data mine. Like, we never saw Death Star. Like, we saw Death Star, we saw planets when they did galactic challenges, right? That was in the data mine. But this is a totally different beast, and it'll be interesting to see how this conquest mode comes about.
Yeah. With Nathan H, I wouldn't hold your breath. I saw SWGOH question. Did you guys notice the new animation for GK and Padme on their character screens? They look different to spin. Is that true? I didn't notice that.
I haven't even looked, but yeah, I'll take a look at it.
Take a look at it real quick. Look, you tell me what you think. Is there anything different about them?
Yep. Let me bring something here. Hang on.
Yeah. If anybody will notice, it'll be Sir Loki. He's got an eye for this kind of stuff.
Oh, thanks.
Did they change Padme's ass? I think so.
You know, it looks like they added the it's kind of like what they did with Han, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of cool.
Looks cooler. Okay. I'll take a look at it when I go back launch into the game. All right, keep your questions coming in. Make sure you guys, if you have a question, you do the format that we use here for here at RSG. We use Nightbot as a filter, so we're gonna do questions for a little bit longer. But make sure you put the word question for your actual question statement, or we will not see your question. If you ask a question and we don't catch in chat, well, sorry. A lot of people talking in chat, and so we want to make sure that if you have a specific question, you use that format to get in there, and then we will answer it. Ziglet question: should I hold dropping Gear 12 pieces on Imp Troopers until I see what this new Mano stuff might be? Absolutely not. Imperial Troopers are goddamn amazing. If you have Piet, what are you waiting for? That team is dynamite, man. Oh my god. I don't know how you hold off not doing Imperial Troopers. They are so good. I mean, they're dumb. Look, you've used them to kick out Sith Eternal Emperor Palpatine before.
Yep.
Nonsense. They're so good. I mean, Piet Veer Stark, Death Trooper, Range Trooper, or Indoor. I like that combination. Some people used to know, but I still like Range Trooper better. That team, my God in heaven, does it dish out damage quick? And man, Jesus Christ, it's fast, it's nasty, it is unbelievable how good that team is. I mean, you don't know what the Mando stuff is if we are even getting any. Why hold back a team as good as the Imperial Troopers? I mean, Piet, since he came out, has made a world of difference on that team. I always tell the story here about, two months ago. I had mine at 12, and I had a Piet at 11, and I'm doing Dark Side TB on the stream. And Thane was like, go ahead and use your Troopers. I'm like, are you crazy? I'm in phase 3 of Dark Side territory battles. I'm going to get my ass kicked. It's like, no, Ranger, you don't understand. You'll win. And so I said, okay, just, I'm like, okay, let's see what this is about. And I went in there and I'm like, oh my God in heaven. Those stacks started going up, man. Jesus. They are a brutal team. I cannot say enough how ridiculous the Troopers are. Please, for the love of God, please work on your Troopers. That you will not be disappointed in that, especially if you've got Piet in the works. All right, Nathan Nate's next question. It says, a Porg, a Palpatine, and a Padawan walk into an Ewok village. What happens to each one? The Porg gets eaten. The Padawan becomes part of the tribe, and I think Palpatine Force Lightnings and kills them all. So it's a moot point.
That sounds about right.
I don't think Palpatine's going to be playing games there. It's like, stupid creatures, die. I think there's going to be a slaughter of Ewoks. A murder of Ewoks done by yours truly, Chief Palpatine. Oh, boy. Oh, my God. Let's see here. Next question from WetL73 question. How long before Relic 8 teams are the norm? Oh, I don't think for a while. Even at the pace we're going with this Mythic raid, look, it's going to be a while before we have a lot of, at least another month or two before we have like plenty of Relic 8s running around, right?
Yeah, it'll be a while.
I mean, if you're not doing that raid, it is a pain in the ass, man. I cannot stress to you how hard that raid is. So it also, the top people that score the most, yeah, they'll get pieces faster, but I mean, if you look between 11 and 25, you only get 5. 25 to 40 get 3, and 41 and below only get 1 piece at a time. So unless you're clinging to 25 or below, I mean, your rate of getting the relegate pieces is significantly hampered by those that are getting higher relegate pieces. Then those are usually the people that already bought the packs and stuff. So you can't compete with that crap. So some people may have it faster, but I doubt seriously you're going to run into any of those kind of folks that are running around with that many relegates. It's going to be very top end. You may see someone with maybe 1 relegate character as they move up, depending on what guild they're in. Most likely, you're probably not going to see any unless you're at the far end of the table.
Well, unless you're buying the packs.
Unless you're
right?
buying the packs, yeah, and that's what I mean. That you'll see some people that might come up and have bought the packs that are spenders. So you may run into one here and there, but most likely you're not going to see a full squad. LC question: is that Gear 11? Is that IGN 11 and Quill Pack a good value? It looks good with chance of additional gear. I think it is. For the crystals, you seen the new packs for the IG and Quill?
Yeah, it's like 1,500 crystals or something. You get a bunch of stuff.
For that many character shards and that kind of gear, I think it's a good deal. What do you think?
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah, it's pretty solid. I mean, especially if you're working on those characters, why not? I mean, do it. It's a really good price. I think for 1,500 crystals, can't beat that with a stick. Because I think I even used it. I went to grind stuff because I was working on it, and it's like he needs the shards. I might as well get him for him. So why the hell not? I mean, good. Got some gear, more dots. So yeah, works for me.
Yep.
All right. Refresh here. All right. Hold on. Nightbot's fighting me all of a sudden.
Yeah, no worries, man.
Psycho Drums question: how is your James Helpful voice? And nothing else. I haven't done him in a while. I haven't done the James Hetfield in a while. Of course, that was back in the day when I was kind of bullshitting with my band and stuff, right? You can't help it. You know, Metallica is Metallica. James Hetfield's a god, man. I could start because it's really growly when he's singing. You know, he's got that deep guttural. You know. Oh yeah, I'll take a rework on James. Maybe I'll try to do a spoof of one of his songs. I used to do his pretty well, but man, it really hurts my voice to do that because that growling he does is, oh boy. His earlier stuff too is really harsh on the voice. Well, that's why he's James Hetfield and I'm not. All I can do is copy the master. I can never be the master. Master. All right. Let's see here. Fatality V2 question. What's the best Zeta to do first on Grief? Eventually I'll do both. Well, if you had to pick one, which one do you think it would be there? Locomotive.
Oh, I don't know. I think you do need, it depends what you're going to do with them, right? There's one that for the heal, I think, or
yeah.
what? I can't remember off the top of my head.
I'm trying to look. Is it loyalty pays?
It's his leader Zeta. I wouldn't do his leader.
No.
Put it that way.
I think it's Sweeten the Deal. I'm trying to go back there and look. Is it Boss of the Guild? I can try to remember which one it is. I don't know. I did both, so I'm trying to remember which one I did in order. Is it? I think it's the specials that are, no. Yeah, I don't think it's Sweeten the Deal. Is it possibly the Guild that is unique?
Hang on.
It's been a while since I looked at it, man. So I'm kind of in limbo myself.
Yeah, I think eventually you need both. Okay, Boss of the Guild. Yeah, when any bounty hunter earns their payout, allied bounty hunters' cooldowns are reduced by 1. That's the good one.
That's the good one. Okay, I knew it was one of those. I just couldn't think of what it was. Yeah, that's the one I would do. Because that gets that, especially, that gets Mando's disintegrate quicker off, and that's really what you're looking for.
Yep.
All right. ISS question for Ranger: which content creator gives the funniest reports for their GSC round in the GSC Center? They all have their little idiosyncrasies that they do. I just love Geek Girl. She just puts a small little paragraph and she doesn't really put much in there. It's just right to the point. It's just run on, just a small little paragraph. It is so funny to read and look at.
Hey Ranger, real quick. I'm sorry. The boss of the guild, it's actually an Omega. So the one you want to do first is Sweeten the Deal. That's the one that gives dispel debuffs on bounty hunter allies with payout to active get tenacity up. That one sounds like you have more value, but to really be honest, God, I almost want to say do bring them in cold because you get the 20% more damage.
Yeah.
So I think you do the AoE. Usually if you're going after against, like if you're going to build your bounty hunter team to fight Darth Revan, you need this AoE to hit for as hard as it can. The call to assist, sorry.
Right.
So the 20% damage, it doesn't sound like much, but every single bounty hunter gets 20% more. They get offense up, and then now they get 20% more as well.
Right.
So that actually might be the better one. And then you do Sweeten the Deal second.
All right. Content creators other than that, I mean, I'm still learning their little ticks. Some say the funniest stuff like I should have lost, but I won. And one, I can't remember who it was just going off on Yoda how he sucked. It cost him like a match or two or something because he just wasn't hitting like he wanted him to. Epic fail from Yoda. But give me some more time. It's only my second week really looking at the GSC reports from the content creators, and we split them. So I don't always look at all the content creators and what they write. I just am more of I'm looking at the ones that I'm responsible for, and it's a lot to put together. They give the report. Most give the report, some do not. So I have to kind of put that stuff together myself. So I'm still kind of getting into the mode. Ask me that a couple weeks from now. We'll see what I come up with. Let's see here. Let me refresh for questions. Elliot Worsfield question: is Phasma Zeta worth it? Phasma.
No.
No, I don't think so. I don't know if I did her Zeta. I don't think I have. No, I haven't. Yeah, it's her leader, right? Fire at will. Yeah. No.
No.
I just don't think it's worth it. I mean, just no. Don't do it. Don't do Phasma Zeta, okay? It's bad. It's bad, okay? Don't be doing that. Don't be doing that. Was that Fruit Ninja, Ivan? All right. All right, let me look, see if there's any more questions. We've answered a lot of questions today. I'm not seeing any. Affinity says Loki has my GAC Center reports memorized. Is that true?
Yeah. Copy and paste it, man.
I'm trying to think of what happened on this GC Center. It's certain divisions are nip and tuck. I know the majors is pretty close. Look, you're holding your own in the majors, right? I've got a dogfight of dogfights in the Premier League. I mean, I've got the Bitcoin and Zareth and all those other psychopaths that are just, they never freaking lose, dude. So if I want to even hang, I have to be perfect through the rest of my GAC pretty much. So it's like, Jesus Christ. It's like, oh my God, you know. So if I'm going to maintain my Premier League status. So I think you're in the same division as Gom, aren't you, Loki?
Yep.
I can look it up here real quick. So Loki, you are fighting against, in your division, which is the majors, it's you, Heinze, no worries there. E-Grace, Nooch, Mandy, there's some more there. I know Gom's, is he in the major? He's in the majors, yeah. So, oh boy. You're doing well, Lucky, you're doing well. Nathan H says, Cubs fan Han is the spinning master. Is he? I don't know.
Spin what? The what?
He said the spinning master.
The spinning master. Okay.
I don't know if that's a kung fu reference. I don't know if that's a techno dance music reference. I don't know if that is a fabrication tale reference. I don't know if he's making some. He's sewing. I'm not sure what that means. There, Nathan H. Comes the spinning master. Master. Is there anything else? I'm looking for any other questions. We do not have any other questions. So let me look here. Oh, I see what he's referencing. Fatality just did. He says, I'll try spinning. That's a good trick, Loki. Oh,
Okay.
Finney's referring to spinning characters in SWGOH. I forgot that he does that. He's all about spinning the characters.
Oh.
Yeah. That's right. I was trying to think of what I was referencing. I'm like, what? That's right. He likes to spin. You spin me right round, baby. Right round like a record, baby. Round. He's all about the spin. Word. All right. Any other questions? Last call. Because what we are going to do is we're going to wrap it up, Loki. We're going to wrap it up. We're going to go do some GAC over on Twitch. You ready for this shit, Loki? You ready to entertain the fans?
Well, I was sorry, I was planning to do it maybe in an hour or so because I got to get some dinner. But
So what time are you going to set it for? 9 Eastern?
well, no, it's 9 Eastern now.
10 Eastern then.
Yeah, so I'm gonna need like an hour or so.
All right, so we'll give it an hour and stuff, and then we'll be back, and then we'll.
Yeah, you'll see the notification in Discord. You know.
Will we?
You won't miss it.
Make sure it's not unlisted.
No, we do it on Twitch, so Finn can't.
Yeah, Finn can't mess it up. Yeah, he can't dick it up. I know. What if Finn goes in and dicks around with it, Loki? What then? What do we do then?
He's supposed to be driving right now.
Oh, that's true. He should not be.
That's not going to be safe if he's doing that.
Yeah. Fatality. I'm sorry, brother. That Loki's on West Coast U.S. time. I'm sorry that it's 3 a.m. in the UK for you, buddy. But hell, it's 2 a.m. for you there right now. You're up late, brother. Poor Fatality. He's on that UK Greenwich time. You know. Woo-wee. Uh-oh. Finn says he's not driving.
So he's not traveling anymore. Yeah, he's.
Mazda said that earlier.
How convenient.
Yes.
He's traveling when he's traveling, and then he's around when we don't want him around. So
I know,
yeah.
Right? Yeah, there you go.
Good. He is on it. He's on it like a hobo on a ham sandwich, man.
Good Lord. What else? 3 says California sucks, except Loki, his mansion, and his harem. Well, how can it suck if those things exist? That's a kind of an oxymoron there. Psychodrum says question: Ahsoka double white or Ahsoka green and yellow? I got to go with the double white.
Double white. Yeah.
It looks just more elegant. More elegant weapon for a more civilized age. Finn says, yep, he's on it like a poor Glover on a fruit snacks. Do you want to kill him now or later, Loki?
I mean, he can do whatever he wants, man.
Yeah, it's true. Oh, it's true. It's true. All right, so what we'll do is we'll take a little hiatus here for about an hour. We're gonna go, Loki, get some num-nums, and I'll just leave the Twitch call going, Loki. So when you're back, you can just jump in, and I'll be back, and we'll just rock and roll from there, and then we'll go jump on Twitch. So with that, we're gonna call this one done. So thanks to everybody for popping in. Special shout out to all our VIPs, Patreons, supporters on Twitch that have subbed over there, people that have subbed on YouTube. We really appreciate all your support and everybody here tonight. You know, every little bit helps. Every like, every view, the time you watch and spend with us, it all matters. It keeps us going. So we just want to say thank you again for everything. Again, a shout out to the folks. I don't know who got it for me, but I got it in the mail. Beskar, Mando, and Boba, and they look good on my shelf, man. They look sexy. Look, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, they're looking pretty hot over there. So Thank you to whoever that was. And I added some more. I found some more Black Series stuff. I'm addicted now. Look, to the Amazon wish list. What's wrong with me? Christ. So make sure you hit that thumbs up before you guys go. Thanks for all the subscriptions. If you'd like to subscribe so you get the notifications, please do. Go check us out on an hour over on Twitch. Look, it gets time to go eat, and then we will rock and roll and begin the festivitas loca of GAC with Loki night. So stay safe, everybody. Last thing we'll say is wash your hands, wash your face, do your social distancing, wear your mask. Coronavirus is still really potent out there. We had our worst month ever pretty much for January with deaths, new cases, things of that nature. So please be safe. If you need something to do, stay home, watch us. We're streaming like mad. I've been streaming like a madman for the last 2 months. So you guys have something to entertain you and listen to during the day to keep your mind off things. So that's what we do. We'll keep your mind off the Rona. You just show up and just be safe, and we'll keep you safe by keeping you entertained. So it's a win-win situation. So on behalf of myself and the sexual Buddha, Sir Loki, we'll see you guys in an hour over on Twitch for some more GAC fight time. With that, peace out, and we'll holler at you later.